This here is my no-hit 100% kill run of the Ultimate Doom on Ultraviolence. Check the description for the rules that I'm following. Do check out the end of the video for outtakes. This is E2M5 Command Center. So yeah, the opening to this level is very reminiscent of E1M7, and what that means is this is going to be a very difficult opening, and the reason for that is very simple. Well, there's nowhere to really go here. As you saw, there's a bunch of shotgunners and a bunch of imps looking at us. There's also some pinkies up top there that we need to be careful of. They can come down, but I'm going to dash into this secret here. I need to grab the shotgun shells and I'm going to take out these pinkies. We need to take care of these pinkies as soon as possible because they will start wandering down here and they can be a big distraction. So I'm just going to stand here and shoot them. So there should be 4 there. There is. This is the 4th one. Are you going to come back? Yes, you are. Excellent. So there's another secret here with imps. There's another box of shotgun shells. Yummy, yummy. We need those. Ammo is very, very, very important on this level. There's just an absolute metric F-ton of enemies. And it's important that we get rid of these shotgunners before we do anything else, because I don't want them waking up and shooting me while I'm trying to take this Caco demon down. Again, main reason we're going in here is because there's a bunch of ammo in that room where the Caco demon came out of. Take care of you, no problem there. So yeah, there's a backpack there, a berserk, and shotgun shells. Now the berserk is actually going to be useful on this level. But now I'm going to dash down here because I think there's a bunch of imps in here that I need to take care of. Now, in this room here, there's actually a secret exit, but we are not going to be bothering with that. Mercifully, the lost souls don't count towards the level total, which means that I can safely avoid them. Because if I had to go into that room with the lost souls, there would be absolute bedlam. It's important to come in here, because if you don't flip this switch, you can't grab the plasma rifle later in this level. So we'll flip this switch. That raises a platform to the plasma rifle, which you'll see a bit later on. I could go and get the chain gun right now, but that's guarded by 2 barons, and to be honest, they'll deplete my shotgun ammo to the point where I really won't enjoy the rest of this level. I'd rather have the shotgun ammo right now, so we're coming through the back way here, which means we don't have to face the barons right now. It's a good shout in my opinion. We can always go back later when we've got the plasma gun to take care of the barons. I'm going to run up these stairs here. There is actually a rad suit in this room, which we really will need for the next part of this level. So I'm going to take care of this pinky here. Take care of the pinkies here. Through that switch there, that's where the barons are with the chain gun. I could go there now, but like as I said, that uses a lot of ammo up, and to be honest, it's really not worth it. I'm going to quickly empty this room out. No, I'm not actually. I'm thinking against it. I'd rather just grab the plasma rifle and then deal with everything. You can deal with that room. There's a bunch of zombie men in there, but it is a bit of a pain because sometimes they do get shots off you. There's the baron in the cage. So this bit is particularly nasty. There's an absolute metric god ton of shotgunners in all 3 doors here, and they are not afraid to come in here and start shooting. As you saw there, they've started wandering into this room. Got to get rid of the enemies as they come through here. It's very important not to get overwhelmed here. You get overwhelmed, you're going to get hit. It's happened multiple times to me. I'm just keeping my distance here. I also have to be careful of that baron because he can throw fireballs right into this room. So here I'm just making sure that there are no enemies still lingering around. As you can see, some of them like to hang outside there. There's a Caco demon there. This area is quite dark, so you've got to be very careful sneaking around here, because sometimes the shotgunners do like to walk out and walk back in on the other side. So as you can see, I'm being very careful, just making sure that everyone in the middle's dead, everyone around the edge is dead. If you don't kill everything in there, it's very possible something will just take a shot at you when you go for the plasma rifle. So yeah, plasma rifle get. There's also a secret big cell thing down here. This will take us back to the start of the level, and yeah, we've now got the plasma rifle in our possession. That'll make the baron fight a lot more tolerable. I'm just looking around here, seeing if there's any loose ammo I haven't picked up yet. So first we got to clear this area of all the enemies. I always take that shotgunner out like that, just because I don't want him wandering down here and just turning that corner to shoot me in the face. That's very rude of them. As you can see, there's a lot of lost souls here, and they're all pains in the backside. There's also 2 cacodemons in the toxic pits here. Nothing to worry about, we just need to be aware of them. But because we have the plasma rifle here, it won't be too much trouble to let them come to us and just start taking shots at them. Apologies for this, when I recorded this on stream, I had to take a quick drink. I'm sure you'll understand, very stressful times. But yeah, taking down the cacodemon here. But yeah, I don't want to waste too much plasma ammo on these guys, so I use the shotgun to finish him off. This one though, I just decided, what the hell, use the plasma rifle as much as I can. And we're up to the Baron fight here. Now the Baron fight can be stressful because these guys will follow you around the level if you don't take them out here. Normally you take them on earlier in the level, but I've left them to now because I wanted the plasma rifle. Trying to fight these guys with shotguns, you end up blowing through your shotgun reserves. So we've got the chain gun now, which means we've got a nice selection of weapons to use in the back half of this level. If I could stop running into everything. So yeah, I'm going to open this door and then immediately dash back out here. I think there's 3 shotgunners in here. So I'm just going to let them come to the door here, and I'm just literally going to shoot like this. There's no reason for me to stick my head in that room right now. There's just too much potential to get shot, and we've come too far right now to throw it all away on silly things. As you can see, the shotgunners will come to the door as well. Hopefully they'll infight as well. Like, you're kind of praying for an infight here. And this final imp will take down here. Yeah, that's all these enemies cleared. That's good for me. There is a secret chainsaw here. Never use it, but like to grab it because why the heck not? And now it's time to do some cleanup on the level because there's a few enemies we haven't killed yet. And it's time to make sure that, you know, I get all those enemies done. So there's a few imps in here who, not too much of a problem, but it's easy to forget about them because they're really kind of out the way. Not a problem. So those guys have been dealt with. Grab the armor for posterity. So at this point, we've got a few enemies left, but not that many. I'm going to take on the room of pinkies here. If this is the room you come to if you want to go through the secret exit. These guys normally eat through your shotgun shells, but luckily plasma rifle makes easy work of that. We are not going to be going towards the secret exit because it's just filled with lost souls. Speaking of lost souls, here's one. So there's another lost soul there. We'll take out the pinky. That's the real reason we want to go in there. I almost got a nibble on me there because I backed into that pillar. Not very clever of me at all. Yeah, I'll grab the invisibility just for the heck of it. But yeah. It's time to head towards the end of the level here. There's a bunch of enemies at the end of the level who will try to ambush us in various guises. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, this room is filled with a ton of zombie men, and I'm just trying to G myself up for this because obviously all it takes is one little shot from any of these guys and this runs over. And trust me, the number of attempts it took to even get this far was ridiculous. I wasn't willing to lose it here. It's just about being patient and making sure that they don't get a chance to shoot me. Let them come to me because they will eventually wander up to me. I think that's all of them gone. Nope, one left. See, that's the thing you gotta be careful of. So we do get to peek into the end of the level here. There's an imp there. There's also Baron of Hell. Now I can take him out from over here, which is what I'm going to do because this is a nice safe distance to do so. So we've taken out the Baron there. Normally you'd face him right at the end of the level, right before the pinky ambush, but I'm just checking to see if any more enemies pop out of that window. Probably not. So it's at this point that I remember that there's actually an enemy we forgot about. So we came to the right here earlier on when we went to get the plasma rifle, but you'll remember there was that Baron in the cage, and I didn't actually kill him. And it's here that I remember I actually have to go and kill him now, otherwise I'm going to have to do this at the end of the level, which I don't really want to do. Now, this Baron isn't too much of a pest, but obviously because it's an enclosed space, he can be a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. So we'll just take him out. It's very easy to forget about this guy, because once you run into this area, you tend to try and move away from him. But if you're going for all kills, he's definitely something you've got to think about. So that's the Baron dead, making sure there's nothing else in that room, and yeah, we're going to be heading back to the start of the level here and then making a dash for the exit. In levels like this, it's very important that you try to remember enemies you leave behind, like that Baron for example, because the worst feeling is when you get to the end of these levels, when you're doing these runs, and there's one enemy left and you have no idea where that enemy is. No idea at all. So I'm just checking here to make sure there's no one else like that, because obviously it's important to be thorough. I will say this here, when you're doing this live on stream and you've been doing it for about an hour and a half, which is about what I was doing this level for, and you're getting frustrated like by the small mistakes, it's important that when you get close to the exit like this that you're covering all bases. That's why I'm checking the map constantly, because at this point I'm just like absolutely thrilled to be getting this far, but I don't want to get complacent. Now, there are a bunch of enemies in this room, including some shotgunners and lost souls. You know, the perfect kind of room for this kind of run. Now, obviously the chain gun here will make short work of everything, as long as we don't get shot. As you can see there, I saw that shotgunner turning towards me and I was just like, no, no, no. Not today, matey. Not today. So I'm just making sure there's nothing like on a walk in there. We've got a ton of ammo now, and that's good because we'll probably be needing that soon. So here's that Baron we killed earlier. Now as soon as we pass over this precipice here, there's going to be 2 Caco demons and a bunch of pinkies that are going to ambush us. So immediately I'm just running back here. I am shooting at these guys from a distance. I'm going to try and take down as many of them as I can, but at the end of the day I'm going to go and hide in the next room and just shoot through the door, because there's just way too many of these enemies to deal with in one go. The thing is as well, because we're so close to the end of the level, I'm just going to be playing it safe. With 10 enemies left, most of them stood out here now, I'm not going to risk it. There is a kind of pressure when you get this far in these difficult levels like this, that if you mess it up, you're going right back to the start of the level and you're going to have to do everything again and hope that everything just falls your way. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But these pinkies aren't really that much of a threat. I just need to make sure I'm being safe with them and not encouraging them to bite me. We have plenty of ammo as well, so not too much to worry about here. We've only got 2 more enemies to deal with. I think one of them's, yeah, one of them's the Caco demon there. That's the real problem, because he can throw fireballs into this room. So it's just about making sure he doesn't get us, and we've got all the enemies killed. Lovely. This was an incredibly challenging level. Don't mind saying that. Took a long time to do on stream, but was really fun and it felt so good to get this done. So yeah, if you liked what you saw here, do follow me over on Twitch to see me recording these live. This was a huge blast, and thank you very much for watching. So these first few outtakes are me basically dying in the opening stages of this level, because the opening to this level is actual nightmare fuel. And again, you'll see here, boom. Here I'm struggling against the Barons because I've not killed off the Caco demon, so there's a lot going on and I don't check my corners. And here, that room with the plasma rifle shows why not killing all the shotgunners is a terrible idea, because even when you think you're safe, nope, an imp gets you. And then you get shot by a shotgunner. Double trouble.